Okay, if you could begin with your name and title, please.
Kefira, sorry. I'm Kefira Baron with the Uhuru Solidarity Movement, local chair of St. Petersburg.
Okay, excellent. Those are good levels. Now,
Okay.
you have an event coming up next week, but try to just can you refer to it as Thursday, or is that the day, Thursday?
It's Thursday,
Okay.
October 23rd.
Okay. So you have an event coming up Thursday. Tell us the title and what it's all about.
Okay. Thursday, October 23rd, it's Not One More Black Life, part of the Day in Solidarity with African People campaign, happening nationwide as part of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement. And it's a call on other white people who are outraged at what the police do every day in the African community and want to take a stand of solidarity with the African community who is resisting and fighting for liberation, and recognizing that we can't just be outraged by the wars happening outside of the U.S. and in other countries, but recognize that there's a war going on inside this country against the African community.
This issue, of course, has been in the news a lot more than normal lately because of what happened in Ferguson, Missouri. But in your in the press release I got from your organization, it said that that police violence is on the rise. Is that true nationwide, and is that true in our community here?
Yes, I would say it is, but it's something that's been going on for a long time. And as you referenced, going on here, we can go back as far as 1996 in St. Petersburg when the police murdered Tyrone Lewis, and we can go across the U.S. and pick out various points. Every 26 hours, the cops gun down another African, and we don't want to see that happen again.
Last week there was a forum in Tampa. Could Ferguson happen in Tampa? The Tampa police chief, Jane Castor, was there, and she assured everyone that this isn't going to happen in Tampa. I imagine that would be what any police chief would respond, yet things like this still happen.
Yeah, well, we say that, Ferguson has happened here and that it should happen again. We recognize that Ferguson is an instance of resistance on part of the African community, and they have the right to resist against police violence. And like I said, it's a war, and that the violence comes into their community, and they have the right to fight back. And as white people who sit on the sidelines and remain complacent in the system that have benefited from it historically, we have to stand up and say that we don't unite with this system and stand in solidarity with the African community.
What do you think the role has been of the so-called drug war in making this happen more frequently?
Sure. Well, it goes very far back through history, the drug war, and the way that the U.S. government has used that as a tool of infiltrating the African community. You see that with the crack cocaine in the 1980s. But even today, when we're talking about legalizing marijuana, there's no discussion about the massive imprisonment of African people in the prison system for drug offenses. And when they talk about legalizing marijuana, there's no discussion about releasing African people who are locked up for nonviolent drug offenses.
What will happen during your forum on Thursday? Who will be speaking? What will the topics be?
Chairman Omali Shatella, the founder of the Uhuru Movement, will be speaking there, and he will have just returned back from Ferguson, where he's organizing right now. And Chairwoman Penny Hess of the African People's Solidarity Committee will be speaking about how this issue is not about racism, but it's about colonialism. And we will also have guest speaker Life Malcolm, who will be talking about his own experience with the brutal Tampa police.
And if people want to find out more, where can they go? Is there a website?
Yes, they can go to uhurusolidarity.org. That's UHURU solidarity.org. They could give us a call, 727-888-3797, or go online to Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Uhuru Solidarity Movement.
Thanks. Is there anything I left out?
No, I just want to call on everyone who's interested in this event to come out, but especially the white community. I know that some people haven't been able to go to Ferguson or haven't found the time to go to any sort of demonstrations that have been happening, but this is an opportunity to hear about what we can do and take the opportunity to stand in solidarity with African people who are fighting back.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Let me save this.